All right, welcome back to another video, everybody. Today we're going over the coordinate plane. For a lot of you, you kind of know exactly what I'm talking about with coordinate plane. We're talking coordinates. If battleship sounds familiar, then you're already way ahead of the game. And no, I'm not talking about this battleship where we're shooting torpedoes and trying to sink submarines. We're trying to go here where we're trying to find our, enemies' ships, and we use our coordinates with a letter and then the number, and we're trying to pick and choose, right, or guess where our enemy ships are. Those concepts are very, very similar to what we are actually doing here with our coordinate plane. And so what we have coordinates. And with these guys, we want to write these as x comma y, this meaning our this meaning our x coordinate and our y coordinate. And we always want to be starting from our 0 comma 0. And no, or what I'm trying to say is we always want to be starting here. We called this the origin. And no, we're not talking about like the origin of space and time if you believe in the Big Bang Theory or something else. No, we're not talking about the expansion of the universe and all that stuff. We're just talking about the origin. So with this, all it is just the beginning or that center point of our coordinate graph. So similar to um, our example with uh, Battleship, we kind of start in this kind of top left corner, and we'll drop down, kind of picking our letters, right? Um, or actually, we're guessing, so we'll kind of start up here. And let's say I want to go E5, so I'm going to go down to E, and then I'm going over to 5. And then if you know the game, your opponent will, let's say, either hit or miss, but I never miss. So I am going to put a red dot there, right? So it's the same concept of uh, dropping and then running over. So we have x coordinates and y coordinates. And where that comes into play, if you remember it in about fifth grade, fourth grade, we had our coordinate plane just here, where we had our x axis and our y axis going this way. Um, Now we're adding four more quadrants. We have quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'll talk about that in a second. But how we kind of solve and plot these points, this area should be very familiar. And if it isn't, we always want to start at our origin here, and we want to what I call run and then jump, kind of like you see in the diagram. So both of our coordinates here will be positive. We'll have a positive x coordinate and a positive y coordinate. If we have a negative x coordinate, we run in the opposite direction. We go negative. If this is 0, right, we're going this way. So we're going to run and then jump still. If we notice we have two negative coordinates, we're going to be down here in quadrant 3. We are going to run however many units, and then we're actually going to fall. I'm going to kind of flip it a little bit. And then the last one, if we're in quadrant 4, our x coordinate is going to be positive, but our y coordinate is negative. So we run and then we fall. So understanding where our numbers go or how we move around the coordinate plane is going to be very helpful. And for here, I've attached a little picture to reference really quickly. So if you wanted to take a screenshot of that, put it on a post-it note or copy it into your notes if you're following along. Have at it. This is very, very easy to remember, and if you want to jot the little side notes of like run before you jump, run before you jump, run and then fall, run and then fall helps just as much as this. But understanding quadrants 1, 2, 3, 4, which one is which is very important. So sometimes you're going to be asked to do a couple different things. One, you may be given coordinates and you have to plot them, or they may give you a letter, kind of like, for example, D, and they're telling you to find the coordinate for that point. So if I wanted to find point D right here, I start at my origin, which is 0, 0, and I run and then I jump. So I run 1, 2, 3 place, or 3 positions, and then I'm jumping 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have 4. So my coordinates will be 3, comma 4. And that is how we identify points. What we want to do also, if we have decimals or fractions, we want to be using our number sense of where are they in relation to 0, or where they are in relation between whole numbers, especially if we have decimals or fractions that are a little unfamiliar. We want to see, is it closer to a whole, a half, or the other whole? That is a very, very important skill to have as well. So that is about it for our coordinate plane. I wanted to keep this one a little short. So if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.